Howdy folks, going to make a short little video before I have to go into work today. Found this yesterday at my local Target when I was picking up some more hand sanitizer for the store. I only picked it up because from what I read, game stores aren't going to be getting these except to do demos with. So I figured why not pick it up when I saw it. There was no price tag in front of it, so let me just show you right here my Target receipt. Magic the Gathering product, $6.29. I don't know if that's still going on, but feel free to rush out to your local Target and see if they do have the Magic the Gathering Arena Starter Kit for only $6 and some change. It's crazy. It looks like it's got 2 full decks in here. Contents on the back say 2 ready-to-play 60-card decks, code for Magic the Gathering Arena, Magic Play Guide, and deck boxes for the 2 decks. I mean, anytime you can get 2 full decks for $6, that's pretty good. It really doesn't even matter what comes in the decks at that point. Alright, ready to learn how to play? Jump on MtG Arena. And while Arena isn't my cup of tea, I prefer actually playing the game with friends, and I know right now you really can't get out there and do it, but you know, playing on Google Hangouts or something, actually get up with people to play with. Playing random people online through Magic the Gathering Arena, it's just not my cup of tea. Looks like it gives you a pretty good walkthrough of everything. A good glossary, dies, first strike, tokens, indestructible, reach, trample. It looks like they even have symbols for all of these. So I'm wondering if the cards on here, instead of having these keywords, will have symbols. I don't know. We'll see. A couple FAQs on the back. It's kind of neat. Back here we got the deck boxes. Looks like you just fold them out. I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't look like they'd be big enough to hold sleeved. Definitely not 60. Yeah, definitely not built for sleeved. They're just for the decks. That's not bad for what's probably supposed to be a starter product. Alright, so this deck looks like it's got the Arena code. Don't want to put that on camera. I know one of my buddies will want to use that. Alright, what do we have here? M21 card. I don't think we saw this guy during any of our unboxings, but I could be wrong. Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, black and 2 for a 1/3. Legendary creature, vampire cleric. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. That's pretty neat. And you can also give it a late game pump ability for creatures you control, gain lifelink until end of turn. Through the blood of the wicked, we shall be redeemed. Let us pray. Really good flavor. Alright, so here's that, some of the arena pictures that I saw online had this demon card for the deck. I was a little upset that it didn't have that to begin with, so I'm assuming this is going to have that Hydra creature. No, Colossification. So now I'm kind of curious if Vito is actually part of the 60-card deck. So we got Demon of Loathing. Like from another set. Demonic Embrace, another rare. Peer into the Abyss. Underworld Sentinel. Ooh, I don't think I've seen one of this guy before. It's definitely not from M21, from an earlier set. Black 3 for a 4/5. Whenever it attacks, exile target creature card from your graveyard. When this dies, put all cards exiled with it onto the battlefield. That's kind of neat. I kind of wish it was when it leaves play. That way if someone exiled it, you would get those cards, but I guess they had to balance it somehow. Alright. Okay, so you get multiple, so it does look like a pretty good sculpted deck. You got a good selection of M21 cards in there, it looks like. pangolin, and it looks like you get cards just for this. I'm not familiar with that set symbol. A 1/5 pangolin. And pangolins are these little armored creatures that can ball up, almost like armadillos. But I know they are featured in a lot of Chinese art and Asiatic art. Oh, you get a couple Gormans in here. That's pretty good. So you got some heavy hitters. Oh, wow. 3 removal. Nice. When Lost Legion enters the battlefield, scry 2. Alright, so that's Throne of Eldraine. So it gives you a good mix. It looks like they are ready to go standard deck. Serrated Scorpion. Alright, so this must be from, what is it, the Ikoria with the creatures? And black for 1/2 is just good. When it dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. Alright. Some M21 skeletons. Unlikely Aid. Help save your big creatures. Some easy block because you get 4 of them. Let's see if we get any of those special alternate art basics in here. No, it looks like all just normal basics. Oh, let's hide that arena code. Get that off to the side. It even gives you a little reference card. Attacking, blocking, what to do on your turn. Alright, so that's kind of neat. Let's do a quick card count with Veto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so that loose card does, with Veto, you are at 60. So you have to make your own sideboard. But you know, if you're just learning the game, that doesn't look like too bad of a deck. Let's see how it compares to the green one. With that black one, you had some good removal, you had some good early game creatures, you had some good late game creatures. You had a variety. You had protection cards for your creatures. There was one that buffed a creature and gave it indestructible. Let's see what we got here in green. So it looks like we got an Ikoria creature, Kogla the Titan Ape. Can't say I'm a fan of the artwork, but we got 6 for a 7/6. That's not bad. When it enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Alright, it's probably going to take out something. Whenever Kogla attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defender player controls. That's pretty good. Green and 1, return target human you control to its owner's hand. Kogla gains indestructible until end of turn. Alright, so a lot of stuff going on there. Colossification. When it enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +20/+20. Iron Scale Hydra. I think this is the picture they showed as being the front of the deck. If you look up images online, so we got another rare Iron Scale Hydra. 5 for a 5/5. That's not bad value. If a creature would deal combat damage to Iron Scale Hydra, prevent that damage and put a 1/1 counter on Iron Scale Hydra. So they have to burn it to direct damage to it, or just remove it. Tree Shaker Chimera. Theros, I think that's what that symbol is. But you got 7 for an 8/5. All creatures able to block Tree Shaker Chimera do so. When Tree Shaker Chimera dies, draw 3 cards. Alright, got some potential there. Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig. Almighty Brushwag. 1 for a 1/1. Trample, but it's got a 4 pump. It gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Alright, so you got a few of those. So you got some early game creatures. Bristling Boar. Can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Colossal Dreadmaw. Yeah, it's green. It's got, oh, you get a couple of Colossal Dreadmaws in there. So you got some big creatures to work with as well. When Honey Mammoth enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Alright. Yeah, it's green. They're definitely giving you multiple creatures. Alright, so we do have some mana ramp in here. Green 1/1/3. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. Alright, that'll help you mana ramp up. And one thing I saw in the black deck, you don't have any mana ramp, so green will be able to get its bigger creatures out first. However, it looks like black has a lot more creature removal than what I'm seeing right now. When this enters the battlefield, untap target creature. Alright, so you hold one of these guys back for when you play Colossification, which is going to tap your creature. Just put out your Tower Scout, which will untap your big creature. You got 3 of those to work with. You got some card draw as well. This guy will replace himself. So you got 3 of him. I mean, these don't look half bad. You do have some creature removal. Destroy a target creature with flying. I think the only creature with flying in the black deck is Gormand. I think that was his name. Not Demon. Let's go back this way. Nope, you got the Demon of Loathing. That guy's got flying. He's an amazing ability. A lot better than Lore of the Pit. Lore of the Pit, I think, was the same casting cost, or it might have been 3 black and 4, so a lot more restrictive. For a 7/7 flying trample that you had to sacrifice something during your upkeep, this guy doesn't have that restriction, so he just gives you another ability. So you could definitely see the magic inflation. So that was one guy with flying. Oh, you do have the Fetid Imps, so it does look like that Plummet is going to be able to hit quite a few things. Ram through. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. If the creature you control has trample, excess damage is dealt to that creature's controller instead. That is really nice for green. It gives you creature removal and direct damage, because some of your creatures are going to be pretty big. Like, especially if you get that 20/20 on something, and then you play Ram through. So where's our trample? So Colossal Dreadmaw. Imagine Colossification on your Colossal Dreadmaw. So he's Colossal squared. He'd be a 26/26. Play Ram through. You're going to pretty much kill whatever you're targeting, and then the remainder is going to go to your opponent, which is probably going to take them out. So that's definitely a game ender there. And they give you 3. Snare Spinner. Another M21, good for blocking flyers, which green is usually weak against because they're more land-based. But they always have spiders out there for you to work with. Titanic Growth. I mean, I prefer Giant Growth myself, but they do give you 4 of them. And then they give you a plethora of lands. I wish these had been the special alternate borderlands. But, you know, for $6 and some change, I'm not really going to complain about anything. And you get a reference card. So, for $6 and some change, for a Learn to Play Arena set, not bad. You get a decent amount of rares, but just looking at them as the decks themselves, they look like they would be fun to play against. I think they did a really good job. Without actually having played any games, just looking at them, they look to be pretty well constructed, evenly balanced. I love how they give you those turn reference cards. You've got deck boxes for each one. Hold one of these bad boys up. Unfortunately, you can't sleeve them. You can get them in there. But, you know, it's just, look at that. It's a well-designed product for that price point. Hopefully it stays at that price point. Hopefully it doesn't inflate to something ridiculous. If your local game store does have these, try and pick them up from there first. But if not, definitely head over to Target and grab yourself a set of these. Start playing immediately. From what I read, this product is one of the 2 things that's replacing the core set demo decks that game stores usually get. So these are going to be used for demos now. And then new players will get a special booster pack All of those booster packs are exactly the same, but they do have cards in there for most every format. It even has the there's a signet card that came out in Throne of Eldraine that's used in Commander by everybody. I believe it's got one of those in it. It's got a Mizzet card in there. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. So definitely get some people to come out to your friendly local game store, learn to play the game, do a demo. Hopefully your store will have these decks so that they can teach people with. Grab one of those booster packs and just have a good old time. A lot of stores right now aren't open with play areas because of the COVID shutdown. But see if your store is running any other specials, or maybe a Google Hangout, or maybe you can reserve time for table space in the store so that they can clean afterwards. Do what you can to support local, and then go to the big box, and then go to online. You all have a good one, and as always, during this COVID situation, stay safe.